This past week, C-SPAN decided to do a segment where they wanted to hear from Republicans about how they feel about the ongoing Epstein scandal. And this particular segment took place right around the same time that we did, in fact, get those new pictures from CNN showing Epstein at Trump's second wedding, having a big old time. The video that CNN released of Epstein and Donald Trump in 1999 prior to a fashion show, sitting there chatting and being super friendly. But it came before the Wall Street Journal came out and confirmed that, yes, Pam Bondi told Trump back in May that his name was all over those Epstein files. So that bombshell had not yet dropped, but the rest of it had, and pretty much everybody could tell at this point Trump was in the files. So C-SPAN host John McArdle wanted to hear from Republicans. So one MAGA Trump supporter called in, called herself Kat, and McArdle asked her, "Does the Epstein files story matter to you?" And this Trump supporter offered the most insane and disturbing response I think I've ever heard. Here is what Kat said in response. "No, sir, it does not. What really matters to me are the lies that the Democrats are putting out, and I honestly believe if anybody's on the Epstein list, it's probably a lot of them and Republicans. Because, it's human nature, even when children are used. I was abused when I was 3 years old for the first time. So I know what it is to have to deal with that all your life. I'm 74 now. What I really hate are the lies of getting rid of Medicaid, getting rid of Social Security, or whatever they say. The Democrats keep putting that out, but it's not. When you let millions of undocumented people who don't even know who we are living next to us. I have about 7 neighbors in a 1-block neighborhood that are here illegally. I love them. The ones that are in my neighborhood are great." Okay, well, all of that aside, let's go back to the it's human nature thing. Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that no, it is not human nature to want to molest children. Honestly, Kat, your statement kind of seems like something somebody ought to call the cops about. Like, hey, even when it's children, right? It's human nature. Yeah, look at them kids. No, that is dangerous, disturbing, disgusting, and possibly illegal. So here's the thing. This individual, she says she's 74 now. First time she was sexually abused was at age 3. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I think has happened to this person. And it's tragic. Like, I don't want to sit here and make fun of or mock this individual. I think this individual has led a very traumatic life because she said the first time she was molested was 3 years old. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple assumptions here. Again, I don't know this. This is just my educated guess. But for her to say it's human nature, she had to have either heard that somewhere or come up with that as a trauma response. So here's what I think happened. I think the individual who abused her starting at age 3 and going on God knows how long was probably a close family member. Not a family friend, I believe it was a family member. Most likely somebody that lived in her home. A brother or a father. Now, rather than dealing with this, rather than getting law enforcement involved, rather than getting the child into therapy when it was, revealed that this was happening, and maybe it wasn't a close family member. Perhaps it was a person close to the family in a position of power, right? Clergy, something, uncle maybe, who knows? But I still believe it was probably somebody inside the house. So what likely happened, I think, to give this person this kind of trauma response is that the family downplayed it to her and told her, "Oh, no, some people are just like that. It's okay. We still love them and we still love you." So this individual that was abused was not able to get away from the abuser and was basically told by the family, most likely, to suck it up and deal with it. Again, no therapy, no law enforcement, nothing like that. Maybe I'm way off base, but I'm pretty sure I'm spot on with this. So this individual had to create a way to rationalize what happened to them. So in her mind, she comes up with, or again, perhaps a family member told her, like, well, that's just human nature. You can't hold it against them. You can't hate this person for doing that. And yeah, you can, by the way. You just have to accept it. So that's what she did. Again, either she came up with it or somebody told her that. So she's like, oh, it's just human nature for people to do these things. It's not that, Uncle Billy or my stepdad are bad people or my brother is a bad person. It's that, everybody wants to do it because it's human nature. So this individual has had to live their lives thinking this completely false, fake thing about human nature. And then, of course, she has all these ass backwards, right-wing beliefs that are completely unfounded and not based in reality. Yes, there are cuts coming. Republicans have literally told us they want to kill these programs, you idiot. So you're an idiot for that. It's creepy that you said it's human nature, but slightly more understandable if you take into account the fact that this person did go through a traumatic experience and they were likely told by the family to suck it up because we're not going to disown this individual that repeatedly did this to you while you were a child. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.